Okay guys, today is March 31st, National Crayon Day, and guess what we're going to be drawing? You guessed it, crayons. So grab your crayons if you have some, or whatever you have to use for drawing supplies today, and whatever hat paper you have available, and you can draw a crayon. Now, I made my crayons into cartoons. I like to draw cartoons. So I made Crybaby Blue, leaning lavender, and a mellow yellow. Let's turn them over on the side so you can see that, okay? So crayons are super easy to make. They're basically just rectangles. And there's a little trapezoid on top for the cone, and a little wavy line and some ovals for eyes. Super easy, okay? So you can create your own designs, what you want to do for your crayons. You can make up your own colors if you want to. Maybe you want to make a pizza flavored crayon. They have them smelly markers that we have in school that we use sometimes. So you can make whatever color you want. But to make a crayon is super easy. You could use a ruler. You could use a magazine if you have a magazine. Or if you're really careful, you can use a newspaper, kind of like take it, lay it down, and make a nice straight line with the edge of the newspaper. Okay, you can use what you have available. Okay, you can use books, whatever you have. All right, so straight lines are not necessarily important if you're going to make a cartoon crayon. So I'm going to take and just make a straight line, and then I'm going to make another straight line right next to it, straight as I can on both sides. Okay, I'll darken them up so you can see them a little bit better. And then I'm going to make a bottom just like that. And then I'm going to make a smaller rectangle on the bottom because there's paper that goes around it. So I'm going to exaggerate that and leave a little lip on the edge so it looks like paper. Okay, and then I'm going to close the top of my crayon and do the same thing on the top with another rectangle. Because you can see these crayons have little tiny rectangles here before it goes to a cone. So make another rectangle. Now, if you want to make it look a little bit more 3D, so rather than making a straight line, you can make a slightly curved line, just slightly, not go crazy. All right, and then I'm gonna make a cone. Now, I don't want to make it all the way to the top. That'd be redonkulous. So I'm gonna come up and to the top. Now, it's easy to make a triangle and then cut the top off. It's up to you. So there you go. And then there's my crayon. Super easy, right? So simple. Looks like a road cone on the top. Now there's a little border on the crayon right here. Do you see that? On both sides. We're not going to make the Crayola label because we're going to turn it into a cartoon. But there's another rectangle close to the top. And again, I'm going to make them slightly curved. Same thing on the bottom, slightly curved. Okay, now those are pretty much straight lines, but then when you look at the crayon, if I twist it, you can see it kind of goes up and down and up and down. So all I'm going to do here is just kind of make an up and down line and then follow it like that. And then I'll do the opposite over here just to make it so it has a pattern. All right, that's super easy. It looks realistic to me. It looks just like a crayon. Now, we need to come up with an idea for our crayon. Okay, so you can pick whatever color you want. Maybe you want to pick your favorite color. So let's make some eyes. Now to make eyes, you can make a orange or a green, whatever color you want. So I'm going to make my eyes, and I'm going to start by making some ovals. Okay, and they're going to be touching each other. All right. Now, it could be a smiley face. I just had a really cool idea that I think I'm going to do after this is I thought about doing one eye, and do a cyclops and make an orange cyclops, all right? So you can make whatever color you want. You can brainstorm with ideas on the side of your paper. So let's go ahead and make a mouth. I'm just going to put a curved line, all right? And then I'm going to make an L for a nose. Well, that's pretty simple, right? So can make them angry. I can make some angled lines over here like this. Maybe he's an angry green, mean green. That sounds like a good one, mean green. All right, so now I want to take and harden these lines up a little bit for the ones that I like. Okay, and then I'm going to put some eyeballs that are going to be really close together like that, so he looks pretty fierce. He does look pretty mean. And I'll put another line underneath his lip. All right, so he doesn't have eyebrows. Crayons don't have eyebrows, but to make him look like he's even meaner, I'm going to put some small, tiny little rectangles on the top at an angle. So now he looks like he's even more fierce. Okay, so let's get my black marker and I'm going to outline it. And then I'll erase all the little sloppy lines that I don't like. Okay, so I have my marker. I'm going to trace. Okay. Now I'm going to jump over. I'll come back and do my lines in a second. Now, you don't need to draw as fast as me, so draw as fast as you. Pause the video. But I don't think you want me making 20-hour videos on how to draw a crayon. You won't be interested. Okay, now this middle part here, that's going to be the color of the crayon, but these outside parts here are going to be black. So I'll just take your black and then leave that so it's kind of a design. You're going to do the same with the top too. Try to make nice smooth strokes if you're using your marker. Trace that one. Again, this is a part that you can fast forward if you want to and see what's going on. You have that control of your computer. You guys are really good at those things. Okay, and then let's do the top. Do the eyes. Let's do those eyebrows. I'm gonna even angle his nose up a little bit more. He looks even nastier now. Okay, he does look like mean green. So I'll put a little line so he's standing on them. Now the next part is just the coloring part. Okay, so that's the easy part, but before I start coloring, I have some sloppy lines in there I want to get rid of. So I'll just take my eraser. When I erase, I always press gently. I don't want to push super hard because I don't want to ruin my paper. Now this is just copy paper, and I may not be able to get rid of all those lines. All right, so that's why it's important to draw light. All right, because you don't want to see your lines afterwards. That unless you intentionally want to do that. Sometimes you might, like a watercolor, it's okay to have a little bit of pencil on there. All right, you're not gonna. All right, so then I got those little bits. All right, you may want to go to the trash barrel and get rid of those. Your rubbish. You don't want to do those in the, on the carpet. Your mom might yell at you. So get rid of your little drippings and little ghost things over there. Okay, now I'm going to finish coloring my eye. A little bit of black. I like to leave a little bit of white in there. You've seen me do this before. Just gives them a little bit more attitude, a little bit more life. Now, if I wanted to, I could have put a triangle in there. That would look even more fierce. All right. So I'm going to put one more line around the outside like that. And that's going to be his iris. I'll color that in green. Okay, so there is my, let's put one more. There is my green crayon. I'm just sticking it up his eye over the top like that. Now, if I wanted to, I could put eyelashes on this and I could make it look more like a girl. All right, maybe it's a mean green girl crayon. I don't know. That's up to you. So then you just come in and take a green. All right. Now, I just grabbed any green. I'm not worried about. And then I'm going to color in the direction of my object. So this cone is going up and down. So I'm going to go up and down. Just going to show you a couple things that I'm going to do that just to set it apart. Okay, now this part here, I'm going to push as hard as I can. To really get some value change, to get a little bit of change in there. You can see that's a little bit darker than that, right? Okay, and then I'm going to put a little bit darker value on one side. All this does is just makes my drawing look more interesting and create some interest for my eye. Now, for the crayon itself, I'm going to go up and down, but I'm going to press lightly just to get a nice light green in there. Again, to make a value change. That now this is different than that green. Okay, and now I'm going to get some in my eye, but not in the white of my eye. I want to keep those white. Just there. Now, to make it different from this to this, I'm going to make this dark green. All I'm doing is alternating. Okay, and same thing, this is light. I'm going to make my eyelids dark. Just to create some contrast. Contrast means the opposite. Big and small, light and dark, heavy and light. Now, that's another one, the same thing. And then let's go with chubby and skinny and yummy and yucky. Yummy and yucky, that's pretty, there you go. So, there you go. Again, I'm trying to create contrast. Light and dark. Use the Force, Luke. All right, Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker. There's opposites too. Okay. And there you go. There's your crayon, and then my eyes here, I'll put a little bit of green in those. And then on my mouth, I'm making my mouth a little bit darker, just to create some contrast. So there's my mean green crayon. Now to make him so he has a little bit of a shadow, so make him a little bit more interesting, I'm gonna just take my fat marker, and I'm gonna pull down and go right to the edge, and then pull. Just to the width of my crayon. And then I'll come here and make it a little bit longer, slow. Now when you use your markers, always go slow. If you can use crayon, it's up to you. There you go. There's my mean green crayon. All right, guys, so show me your crayons on our crayon celebration day. I'd love to see them. I hope you're all being kind. I hope you're all being helpful, and be happy. It's a beautiful day today. It's not raining. It's March 31st. All right, guys, take care. See you in a couple.